Hey everyone, welcome to Small Talk Sundays, where I just do some small talk on Sundays and then upload the video at a very inopportune time on Monday. So, we're doing it! We're keeping up the Friday upload schedule. Well, kind of. That one uploaded really freaking late because the type of upload thing, I'm trying to render these things out as like 1440p now, and so it's like registering as a bigger file. So when I tried to like process it onto YouTube, it took a freaking eternity. I started the upload process around like 1 p.m. and then I had to wait until 10 p.m. until it was fully processed, because it had to do like 2 to 3 hours of just like uploading the file by itself, and then I had to wait another 2 to 3 hours for it to process the standard version, and then whatever the rest of the time it was, probably like 4 hours, was for the HD version. Yeah, I didn't want you all to be looking at the standard version, because I took a look at it and it y'all remember the good old days back in like 2006 YouTube or something like that? It was like 144 pixels is what it looked like. So I don't think anyone really wanted to like look through that. And speaking of visual quality, when I look back at the video, I don't like how freaking staticky it looks. Like there's a bunch of there's a lot of artifacting or artifacting, whatever the term is, where just the overall picture just gets distorted a little bit with like a bunch of squares and things just don't look all that clean. And I don't like that. It was looking pretty clean in the editing software, and suffice to say, I didn't like look through to see if the render came out correct this time around, because it took so long to render that I didn't even warrant like the idea of re-rendering it due to a mistake because of how long it took. And it was already like what, 12 p.m. at the time on Friday, and I didn't want to like get past the Friday upload, which is actually kind of arguable if I made it or not, depending on where you live. So yeah, it's a little awkward, but I uploaded the thing. That's all that matters. But yeah, there's some artifacting in there, and I don't know what the deal is with that, and it bugs me a lot actually, because I don't see that in the editing software. It's only in the rendering, so I'm going to assume there's something going on with the renderer that I used. So I might need to figure out how to like optimize on that. I'm not sure what exactly to do with that, because the rendering techniques and sciences eludes me to this day. So that's gonna be quite a hassle and an endeavor to tackle. But yeah, that's good job well done. Finally got like the upload going. I got like a weekly schedule going. I will always forever be trying to upload 2 videos a week. Don't know when that's gonna actually happen, but I really want it to happen. And I'm starting to finally close in on when I left off in the MSQ, so I can finally get back to playing the dang MSQ sometime soon. Hopefully, if I can just edit these things faster. But oh my gosh, yes, there was a 3-month skip in the last video, but there's going to be another one because I haven't touched the MSQ ever since I started the playthrough series, so I'm going to have to be able to jump back into that. And now I know roughly the style I want to go for, so I won't be ending it really awkwardly. You guys don't see it, but I kind of end it kind of awkwardly to where I tried to like do like a YouTube outro type of thing. But no, I'm not doing that, so screw you, me. I like this new style I got going. It's a lot more cinematic looking, and the like before, like previously, and then the next time videos. Oh, I really like it. I like it a lot. But before we finish up this next zone, I'm gonna probably need to actually play a little bit further so I get a better understanding of what's gonna happen next, because I can't do next time segments if I didn't record that far. So we'll see how I'm gonna manage that. Because so far I've just been doing raw editing, but soon I'm gonna have to do the recording on top of that. So we'll see if I can manage something along with that. And speaking of which, we're also getting to another segment of the playthrough that I'm not looking forward to editing through, because it's for a different reason. It's not necessarily the whole like time gap thing and like a mixture of like approaches and how I overall like approach the recording. This time it's more so the fact that I try accents, and I'm sure you all know what's next, but yeah, I tried doing some accents, and there's a little segment. The first part into the next zone is a part of the same overall recording session as what was displayed in the last video, but I cut it out for like the sake of you know, just keeping the zones like per zone, per story arc, story chapter, story beat into its own video. But I'm going to be starting the next video with whatever I cut off there, so it's not going to be gone, don't worry. But during that the last bits of that recording session, oh my lord, I'm not looking forward to having to edit through that. And fun fact, between that playthrough and the next time I pick up the recording, I actually spent like a whole day or something just trying to figure out how to speak in that accent. So I don't know if I got any better or if I ended up sounding even worse than that because I'm trying too hard. But it's, oh my gosh, it's a thing. It's a thing that I'm not looking forward to listening to myself about. Oh boy, it's gonna be weird. And also, I think the next zone is gonna be split into a few parts actually, because there's a duty and a trial, I believe, into that. I'm not sure I'm gonna cut that one up, because yeah, trials don't take too long, but the duties they do take a while. And yes, people will finally stop freaking yelling at me and my friend about like going dungeons with groups, which is, because I do it with a duty this time around. Dagnabbit, the amount of people who kept, like, on my Whole Monster Switch video, the amount of people who freaking kept telling me that, hey, you really are kind of shooting yourself in the foot by not really doing these with trusts. You're not doing the best approach there. And I'm like, I get it, but this is me and my friend's first time. I didn't realize I was gonna miss out on lore stuff, but I only started thinking about it like in midway through the duty, because I was like, oh wait, if we were to play this dungeon, this duty with these other NPCs, they probably have unique dialogue. And I'm like, well, shoot, I'm probably missing out on some big stuff, considering that there's a certain thing, a certain someone, and certain me kind of recognize. Yeah, you know? So I did, if you actually look at the chat box of the last video I uploaded, you'll actually see that I did go through the duty in the trust, and you can see some of the quotes in there. And I do have it recorded, but I think I've recorded that all silent mode, so I was just like deadpan and not really vocally recording my audio stuff. So I don't think that warrants like much of an inclusion, because I'll just be staring at what happens there. I don't think I say anything. But yeah, I did go through it, and that really would have been an experience, but it was me and my friend's first time, and this is like 2 weeks late of me saying this, but dagnabbit, it's just now crossing my mind throughout all this. But yeah, speaking of comments, I kind of went heart crazy the last one. I usually don't heart a bunch of comments on those big playthrough videos, mostly because I usually for a while I was actually avoiding the comments because I was afraid of spoilers. But after quite a bit of monitoring from my friends over the past few episodes, I felt confident that y'all have been overall super swell with not spoiling things. So I went through the video, and I saw all the comments. I'm like, oh hey, that's freaking awesome. Everyone's nice now. Everyone's ready to support it. Good times all around. Everyone gets a heart. You get a heart. You get a heart. You get a heart. Everyone gets a heart. So yeah, I don't know how to really handle those things really, because I can go the approach where I just click like and heart every comment I see, just to let them know that I saw it. But on the other hand, I can't really keep up with all of it because YouTube no longer notifies me over every single comment I get, because at this point I have to go back to any of the videos that I've might have neglected or missed. I have to go to the comments and see that there's like 100 plus new comments, which is awesome, by the way, really awesome. But I see 100 new comments, and I noticed that YouTube did not notify me over a single one of them, so I end up missing a lot. And then I start feeling bad if I end up missing a hearted comment because they didn't see that I didn't read it, because I probably didn't. But in the previous videos I did read some of the comments. It's just I didn't heart them because, well, because I didn't want to heart every single thing and have people kind of feel left out if I never heart it or whatnot. It's a weird mental thing I got going for me. But yeah, it's something that really shouldn't be as hard to decide upon or think about than it should be. But my mind makes it a way to be really complicated and really a serious topic to hone in a lot of contemplation about. I'm not really sure what to even do with this. Anyway, I'm going to move on from that because this is a completely irrelevant topic in every way, shape, or form. So yeah, this week I'm going to try again to upload twice. A part of me is kind of concerned as to what other content I could make if I finish the MSQ. But another part of me is like, dude, you haven't even scratched the surface. So I probably won't run out of video ideas for a long while. Because, well, before I even did this approach to YouTube, I was constantly doing PvP stuff and just editing stuff based on that. And that's kind of my forte. I can do that because PvP is overall kind of like samey here. There's not a whole lot of super key moments you can really highlight. It's got its moments. I can probably find something, but I also need to adjust some of the visual settings because people often ask me, how do I see anything in front lines with all those like flashing lights going all around? The long and short answer is I don't. I've been trained to just look for health bars, and so I only look for health bars. I don't look at player models, I just look straight for the health bars, and those health bars are kind of overlapped above all the spell effects, so that helps a metric ton to be able to maneuver all the things going on in the front lines. So in order for like viewing pleasure, I probably need to disable those things, but at the same time, I'm also shooting myself in the foot with that because I won't be able to tell if I'm getting hit because some of spell effects literally just don't appear at all. It's not even just like a minimized version of the effect. They're just gone. So I start taking damage and I have no idea where it's from or who's hitting me. And so I'll be at a strong disadvantage if people start hitting me and I don't really see where it's coming from. So that sucks because it's either I have it enabled and see if I'm going to be getting hit or not, but on the flip side, I end up getting blinded on every single team fight that happens ever because everything's so freaking shiny. Or I can just actually see the battlefield, see where everyone's at, but with the caveat that I won't see if I'm being hit or not. Like I can see my health bar going down, but it's important to register what is hitting me as well, because if it's like some type of a dragoon or something throwing stuff at me, I can feel relatively safe because the dragoon's just gonna poke me from the distance and not gonna engage. But if it's like a ranged, like a bard or something, or a machinist, specifically bard, that's a lot of damage output. And if it's a black mage, that's even worse because those guys explode everything. So it's a weird mix of things, and those are all problems for a very distant future, I feel, because by the time I am done with the MSQ, I have accepted that the next expansion will be out by the time I'm working on the post-patch of Shadowbringers, and I'm going to miss out entirely on the crossover events, and it's making me upset the more I think about it. But I don't want that to be the case, but I'm slowly accepting that that's what's gonna happen. So yeah, I don't want it to happen, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. But anyways, yeah, I just gotta kick it in high gear. Always gotta kick it in high gear. Get productive, super productive. Oh my gosh, yeah. It's constant struggle, constant struggle. I don't understand why it takes me so freaking long to edit these things, but it does. Anyway, but that's roughly all I felt like saying for today. Yeah, pretty much the same stuff over and over, and I'm pretty much just gonna keep talking in circles in a constant loop at this point. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end the video here. Thank you very much for watching and/or listening, and I hope you all have a wonderful life. And don't click links. All right, take care, folks.